In this video, you will learn about how to create this 3D solid by using Autodesk Fusion. So in this, the direction of the front view is given. Based on this arrow mark, we need to make the front view. So here, this profile will be visible on the front view. So this comprises of two different extrusions. So one is the basement. So this is the profile of the basement, which has to be extruded for a distance of 44 mm. Then another profile is exactly perpendicular to it. So we have to make sure that this extrusion is done in a symmetric way so that this can be easily drawn on the center. So let's try to create this solid by using Autodesk Fusion. Let's jump onto the Autodesk Fusion. Click on Create Sketch and select the front plane. So here we are going to draw the profile of the basement. So let's try to make it approximately equivalent to the base dimensions. So let me start from here. And here the height of the base is 18 mm. So approximately let me make it nearer to it and draw a horizontal line. So the overall distance is 100. So let me give it nearer to it. Then draw a vertical line. Then draw a horizontal line. It's approximately equivalent to 12. Then draw a vertical line. So here it is 9. So let me approximate it to 10. Then draw a horizontal line till this. Draw a vertical line and connect it with the initial point. Now this is the profile, rough profile, which is equivalent to the base. Let's try to provide the dimensions for it. So to provide the dimensions, click on the sketch dimension icon and give the dimensions. So this height is 18. And let's make sure this line and this line is equal. So let's apply equal constraint. So equal this line and this line. So both are equal now. Now let's apply the dimension for this one. This dimension is 9. So here it is automatically correcting on the other side. So no need to give equal constraint. This dimension is 12. Now let's try to draw a vertical line exactly here so that I can apply a symmetrical constraint. To make the sketch fully constrained, it will be easy for me to, if I draw it as a symmetrical constraint, based on a symmetrical constraint. So let's draw a line from the origin. Convert that line as a construction line. Make sure the inner two lines are symmetrical with respect to this line. So apply the symmetry constraint between this line and this line based on this line of symmetry. And symmetrical constraint between this line and this line based on this line of symmetry. Now let's apply the distance for this. So here the distance of this one is 100 mm. So let's apply 100. So it is automatically freezing. So let's make sure this line is coincident with the origin point. So let me make sure the coincident constraint or a horizontal constraint I can apply. horizontal constraint between this line and this point. So you can coincident constraint is working here. So this line is coincident with the origin point. Now it becomes a fully constrained sketch. Click on Finish Sketch and click on the home icon to make sure it is visible on the three-dimensional way. Let's try to extrude it. So here, click on the extrude. So automatically the profile is selected here. So here the direction is given as one side. Let's try to give it on as a symmetric. So here both sides it is coming. So change the value as 22 so that it will be 22 on one side and other side. Both sides it will be 22. So if I change the value of the direction to one side, you can see here. So one side it is 22, but I want it on both sides, that is symmetric. So let me give symmetric. So on both sides of the profile it will be 22. So the total length will come as 44 as per our requirement. So now we have created based on the symmetric direction constraint on the extrude and give OK to confirm it. Now here we need to draw the profile exactly on the center. Already we have applied equal constraint between these two faces. So the right plane will be exactly on the center. So let's select the right plane for making the profile. So create sketch and select the right plane. If it is not visible for you, you can go to the origin and you can select based on this. Now you can see here, you need to select the YZ plane, which is exactly the required plane. So click on YZ plane. Now let's try to make that profile over here. In order to draw the profile, so the base of the profile is equivalent to this line. So similar to our project command, how we have used it on the pyramid. So let's try to use the project command to create a basement of the line, base for that profile. Okay. So click on create, go to project bar include, select project and select this particular edge. Now let's make sure it is created. You can see here. Again, let me do it. Yeah, now it is created. So let me do it again by undoing it so that you can easily follow up. Go to create, select the project bar include, select project and select the top line. So here you can see a new window came. So here you have to give OK so that a line with the two purple endpoints is coming. So it represents that the line is projected. Now let's try to draw two vertical lines for the given height, which is 22, which represents the vertical faces below the dome shape. So let's try to draw a vertical line from here. So the height of this one is 22. So let's make sure the line height is 22. And let's draw another line here. Let's apply equal constraint between these two. So that both lines will be equal. Now to create the dome shape, which is in the shape of semicircle, to create the semicircle, let's use the tangent arc command. Go to create arc, tangent arc, and select this point and this point. Now we have created the tangent arc between these two that exactly created the dome how it is required. Now let's try to draw a circle over here. Let's draw the circle by using center point circle command. So here the diameter of the circle is 20 mm. Change the dimension to 20. And now we have created the required profile. Let's finish the sketch. So here you can see the profile is created. Let's try to extrude that profile. So this is the profile we need to extrude. So here it's exactly on the center, but the thickness 12 mm should be distributed along both sides. So we have to change the direction type as symmetric. So select symmetric and give the value as 6 so that it will be given 6 on both sides. So it will become exactly 12, the required thickness. So once it is created, just give OK. Now we need to create the hole on both sides. So to create the hole, let's try to draw the profile of the hole on the face. So let me make one hole here and let me use the mirror command to create the other hole. Let me draw the sketch of the hole here on this face. Select the face and create sketch. Draw a circle here. The circle diameter is 10. Change the dimension value as 10. Fix the circle at the given distance. So from this vertical edge, it is 25 mm. So let me provide the distance between this point and this vertical edge. Sorry, let me do it again. So between this vertical edge and this point is 25, and between this point and this horizontal edge it is 22. So now we have created the whole profile here. Let me finish the sketch. So now you can see the circle is created. Let's try to extrude the circle. So extrude and select the circle. Defaultly, whenever you extrude the circle, it will add the material to the already available body. But if you pull the arrow mark in the other direction, so you can see the change in color from blue to orange. So it represents that it removes a material. And you can see the operation here. It changes from join to cut. So you see, if I move over here, you can see the operation is join. If I move the arrow mark on the other direction, the operation changes to cut automatically. So here the distance of cut is throughout the thickness. So change the distance type to all and click on OK. So now we have created the hole which passes entirely through the object. So if you don't know the distance, just select the option all. Now let's try to create a mirror of this one. So to create the mirror, go to create, and you can see an option called mirror. So select the mirror. So here you are having the different options for this. So one is the object type is body, faces or features. So here let me select the feature and select the object as this whole feature, and the mirror plane I need to select it. So the mirror plane is the plane which is on the right. So if you are not able to select, you can select from the browser. So here you can see the YZ plane is the exact center plane. So let me select the YZ here. So automatically it will try to create that feature on the other side. Let's give OK so that the whole feature is created on the other side. So you no need to create it manually on the things. If you are having multiple things as a symmetry, you can use the mirror command to mirror the feature on the other side of symmetry. So now we have created the object as per the dimensions given in the question. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.